Good day, kids! Welcome to Bahay Aralan. For this video, we will be learning about the functions of nouns. Nouns, as we all know, are names of people, places, things, events, or ideas. Now, these names or nouns, if used in sentences, can serve different functions depending on their positions or where they are placed. So, what are these functions? Let us have the first one. A noun can serve as the subject of the sentence. It means that it is what or whom the sentence talks about, or it tells what or who does the action in the sentence. For example, the student followed the teacher's instructions. The noun that serves as the subject in the sentence is student. Why? As we can see, the sentence talks about the student, and it is the one who did the action in the sentence, which is followed. That is why the noun student is the subject of the sentence. Another example. The dog is barking at the stranger. What do you think is the noun that serves as the subject of the sentence? It is dog. Why? It is what the sentence talks about, right? As we can see, it is the one that is doing the action, which is barking. That is why it is the subject of the sentence. Is it clear? Now, let us have another function of a noun, which is direct object. What does it mean? A noun that serves as direct object answers whom or what after the action or the verb in the sentence. For example, Lucy threw the trash this morning. The noun that serves as the direct object in the sentence is trash. Why? Let us remember that direct object answers the question what after the action. Now, let us find the action in the sentence. It is threw. So let us ask, Lucy threw what? Or what did Lucy throw? The trash, right? That is why trash is the direct object in the sentence. Clear? Another example. The child hugged his mother. What do you think is the direct object in the sentence? It is mother. Why? Again, let us find the action or the verb. It is hugged. Now, let us ask. The child hugged whom? Or whom did the child hug? His mother, right? That is why it is the direct object. Very easy, isn't it? Now, let us have another function of noun. It is indirect object. What does it mean? Indirect object tells to whom or for whom the action is done in the sentence, and it is usually placed before the direct object. For example, Lucas bought Mike a bike as a birthday gift. What do you think is the indirect object in this sentence? It is Mike. Why? Because it tells for whom was the bike. It's for Mike, right? Another example. Ben gave Jen a handbag. What do you think is the indirect object? It is Jen. Why? Because it answers the question, to whom did Ben give a handbag? to Jen, right? That is why Jen is our indirect object. Clear? Now let us have the fourth function of a noun. It is predicate nominative. A predicate nominative renames the subject of the sentence. It follows after a linking verb like is, are, was, or were. For example, David is the coach of the baseball team. In this sentence, the noun that functions as the predicate nominative is coach. Why? As you can see, it follows after the linking verb is, and it renames the subject, which is David, or it tells who David is. Easy, isn't it? How about this? The teachers were the judges of the contest. What do you think is the predicate nominative in this sentence? The judges. Why? What is the linking verb in this sentence? It is were. And what noun follows after it? Judges. And again, it renames the subject, which is the noun teachers. It tells the role of the teachers or who the teachers were. Is it clear? Now let us move on to another function of a noun, which is the object of the preposition. A noun functions as an object of the preposition if it follows after a preposition. What are some examples of prepositions? Some examples are in, on, at, to, with, for, behind, above, under, and many more. Okay, let us have an example. The children played hide and seek in the park. For us to identify the noun as object of the preposition, we need to look for the preposition first. In this sentence, the preposition is in, and the noun after in is park. Therefore, park is the object of the preposition in this sentence. As easy as that. Another example. We will go to the concert tonight. What do you think is the object of the preposition in the sentence? Again, let us find the preposition first. And it is to. And the noun after it is concert. So, concert is our object of the preposition here. Now let us have another function of noun. This is a positive. When a noun functions as a positive, it follows right after a noun gives more information about it or defines it. Okay, let us have an example. Kevin, my brother, repairs cars. The appositive in this sentence is brother. Why? Because it gives more information about Kevin. To make it clearer for the readers who Kevin is. And usually, an appositive is enclosed or comes between two commas, like this. Okay, another example. My dog, Bruno, loves to eat fried chicken. What do you think is the appositive in the sentence? It is Bruno. Why? As we can see, it gives more information about my dog, particularly its name. And it is separated from other words by two commas. Is it clear? Now let us have the last function of noun for this video. It is direct address. The noun as direct address is used to call the attention of someone, or it is used to tell that the speaker is directly talking to someone. For example, listen carefully, Jane. In the sentence, the speaker is calling the attention or talking to whom? To Jane. So, Jane is the noun that functions as the direct address. And as we can see, it is separated from the other words by a comma, just like this. Another one. Mario, please hand me the plate. What do you think is the direct address in this sentence? It is Mario. Why? Because it is whom the speaker is talking to or addressing to, and the comma separates it from the other words. Clear? Now, are you ready for an activity? All you have to do is to identify the function of the noun in red in the sentence. Let's start. The lady sells seashells in the market. Is the market the subject, direct object, or object of the preposition? The answer is object of the preposition. Why? Because it follows after the preposition in. Next, Thea washes the dishes after every meal. Is it the direct object, indirect object, or a positive? The noun dishes in this sentence is the direct object. Why? Because it answers the question what after the action. Like Thea washes what? Or what does Thea wash after every meal? The dishes. That is why the noun dishes is the direct object. Another one. The policeman inspected the area. Is it the direct address, the subject, or the direct object? It is the subject. Why? Because it is whom the sentence talks about, and it is who did the action. Next, Mrs. Smith, my advisor, congratulated me for winning the competition. The advisor in this sentence is the subject, indirect object, or a positive. The answer is a positive. Why? Because it gives more information about Mrs. Smith, or tells who Mrs. Smith is, and it is separated from other words with two commas. Next, lions are the kings of the jungle. The word kings in this sentence functions as direct address, direct object, or predicate nominative. The answer is predicate nominative. Why? Because it renames the subject, which is lions, and this word follows after the linking verb are. Okay? How about this? That was an amazing performance, Irene. In this sentence, is Irene the subject, direct object, or direct address? The answer is direct address. Why? Because the speaker in this sentence is calling the attention of or is talking to Irene. Next, Kim built Shane a tiny house on the beach. Shane in the sentence is the subject, direct object, or indirect object. The answer is indirect object. Why? Because it answers the question for whom. Like, for whom is the tiny house that Kim built? Is it clear? Last one. Liam hid the toy under the bed. Bed in this sentence is the direct object, object of the preposition, or indirect object. The answer is object of the preposition. Why? Because it is the noun that follows after the preposition under. Okay, is it understood? That said, that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching. Take care.